And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Go ahead and say it, Ed. Go Dragons!
When I woke up this morning, I was feeling pretty dangerous.
You like that? You like that?
F it. Jamar's down there somewhere.
The New Orleans Saints select Marcus Davenport.
No!
Splash Brothers. Yep.
It's playoff. Keep going, Brace.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
No, this is our WWE episode. WrestleMania is this weekend. I'm not into it like these two guys are. We have Jacob Angevine, special guest.
1201 Sports.
We're not talking about the scripted NFL and the Cowboys today.
I mean, we can.
You want to talk about the Cowboys? How about their off season?
Sucks for us. Just be ready for me to cry.
How about the off season?
Yeah, it still sucks.
Read off all the acquisitions real quick.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
We got a long snapper.
All right.
All right, that's it.
All right.
Yep.
that's the episode.
Well, the Saints ain't done much better. So
hey, we signed Peterman, man.
Yeah, we don't have money. So.
We signed Peterman.
Signed Nathan Peterman.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
The savior.
Peterman, man. But yeah, this is WWE. WrestleMania is this weekend. And with that, they're both going to talk about the whatever's going on with that. No, it's the storyline's getting finished, right?
It's got to.
I hope so.
That's right.
If it doesn't, I don't understand why they brought him back.
I've not been balls deep into it as long as Jacob has. I got back into it around Christmas break, I think it was, whenever War Games was. And I didn't know.
It was a great time to come back with CM Punk.
Dude, I didn't know all the pay-per-views were free.
Yeah, that pisses me off. That makes me.
Oh yeah, as long as you got Peacock, dude. Which shout
I know,
out Peacock.
I hate that.
Like, it's
I hate
awesome.
that. You should have to pay $60 for that, like I did. Like
yes,
like
that's the main reason. Like my mom's credit card skyrocketed.
Oh yeah,
like
dude,
we ordered every single pay-per-view.
Yes,
$60 a pop.
That's what's been holding me back, you know, because I liked it growing up, obviously.
I think that's what's making me not go back is because I don't have to buy them.
I mean, I was just going to Peacock one Sunday night or Saturday night, whatever it was, to watch an episode of The Middle.
Yeah.
And then I flip it on. It's like, oh, War Games. Oh, I haven't watched this in forever. Let me click on it. I know Jacob's watching it. He's texting about it in the group chat saying that he's praying that CM Punk and Randy Orton come back. I turn on, freaking Randy Orton walks out. And I'm like, oh my God. You know, and then here comes CM Punk. I'm like, dude, these are the people I grew up watching. And then,
what a great time to be alive, man.
Dude, I've fallen in love with it again, man. It's so freaking entertaining. The storylines, if you watch it as a show and not as a sport, it is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, I think that's the big misconception. Like, because like I grew up watching it as a sport.
Yeah.
I didn't care about the storylines at all. Like I was like, man, I just want John Cena to win. I want John Cena to win. I want John Cena to win. And like I watched it as a sport, good guy versus bad guy. And now I get to see the storylines and how creative they are. And I'm like, dude, there's so much more to this. Like it is literally adult. It is the soap opera for a man.
Yes. And you watch every little thing serves a purpose.
Yes.
Like Drew McIntyre hitting a Claymore or whatever on CM Punk in the Rumble.
Yep.
Now they have a massive feud. Obviously, CM Punk can't do nothing because he's injured, but you have a feud just because of that one little thing. And it's so cool looking at it. And like Aston mentioned that the other day, is like, if I'd have known this was just like a comic book with a bunch of stories, I'd be all into this. I was like, dude, hop into it, man. It's
awesome.
Great. You know, and now we're getting it to the end of a book now with WrestleMania, and then we'll start back on Monday.
So, yeah, that's the thing that, I mean, I haven't gotten into it yet. I mean, I plan on it eventually, or I plan to try at least. But I mean, growing up, I mean, from age apparently 3, because when I was looking back at the roster, 03 is like my time. It felt like from like 3 to 8 or 9, like that was me. I've got God knows how many wrestling figures. I have belts. We went to the actual events, like I said, about the pay-per-views. And now, like hearing Chance talk about it and stuff like that, it's never about, oh, John Cena's fighting Batista or Cody Rhodes is fighting Roman Reigns or whatever. It's Cody Rhodes is saying this, or LA Knight is saying this. Like,
I'm more excited for the promos at this point
it's,
right
it's
now.
It's never about the fights now. And it's very interesting to see that, like, that dynamic and that change. And it also makes me want to, like, go back in time and watch some of that old stuff and see what I could pick up on, like, now as in my age of life. Like, what were they talking about back then that I was just looking at, like, that's my hero on the screen. Like, but yeah, it's very cool, and it's an exciting time. So what do you want to talk about with it? Like, what's the
you got the card pulled up?
Yeah, I do. I've got night 1 and night 2. And I think, like, that just goes to show how much WWE has changed too, because, like, these pay-per-views used to just be a night. Like, it used to be a night, it used to be a 4-hour pay-per-view, and that was it. But, like, WrestleMania has turned into this big 2-night event. And
in stadiums,
and it's worked. Yeah, in stadiums, like football stadiums. It's not just like Madison Square Garden. Like, they are in full-on football stadiums. And I think, like, honestly, COVID was bad for a lot, but I really think COVID took WWE to a whole new level, because WWE was one of the few companies that kept their product going throughout COVID. Like, everybody shut down.
Them and UFC.
Even though it was awful inside the Performance Center where they now hold NXT, like they held their own product there. They funneled in crowd noise, and then they had the Thunderdome, which was like, bringing fans back into it. They had a lottery to see, whose Zoom call could be available on the screen inside the Thunderdome, and they did that for pay-per-views too. So I mean, like, to get the fan experience there, to funnel in the noise, and it's just like, I think COVID really took WWE to a whole new level, because I mean, it was the only thing on that was live pretty much.
So did you ever take a break from, like, childhood to now?
I did. Yeah. Like,
when did you start back?
I want to say I started back my freshman year of college, like my junior year. I want to say my sophomore, junior year, and senior year of high school. I completely got out of it. I was really big into high school football, thinking that I would be recruited at 5'10", 215 pounds as an offensive lineman somewhere. So I was like, I got to focus on football. And obviously they didn't work out, but I got into college, and both my roommates were into wrestling as younger, and so we started watching Raw, we started watching the pay-per-views. Me and a couple of other guys, we went in on the WWE network, which is no longer a thing, but that's where they started having all the pay-per-views for $10.99 a month. And so we'd have watch parties for pay-per-views. I can remember WrestleMania. It was whichever one in 2014. I can remember it by it was the cash in by Seth Rollins after the greatest RKO of all time. It was in Tampa Bay, and I think it was either Tampa Bay or if it was Candlestick Park. It was one of the two. But anyway,
two completely different places.
Yeah, I know, but I can't remember exactly.
Candlestick might have been destroyed
by
then.
I remember the WrestleMania moment. But we're all sitting there, and like Grayson, me and him the day before WrestleMania, we scoured all throughout Ruston and West Monroe and Monroe to try to find outfits that fit John Cena and Seth Rollins. And like, he bought a blonde wig and put just a black stripe, like dyed a whole stripe so he would look like Seth Rollins. Like, it was crazy. And so just to see guys that were still into it, I was like, all right, I'll get back into it. So been watching pretty much nonstop since I got into college. And so that's been since 2014, 2015, somewhere around there. So,
and you feel like now is like the prime of it?
Now is the prime, dude. I'm so much more.
The Rock
invested.
said it last night. He said wrestling's cool again.
Exactly.
It is.
And it is. It
really
100% is. Like,
I
I don't
got my
like
Cody
the Rock
shirt
right
on.
now. I see that. I love it. I don't have any shirt
Sunday
on.
night.
So
yeah, that is true.
I may not have pants on, but that's whatever.
It's neither here nor there.
Exactly. We're not talking about that. We're talking about WWE, but I really think COVID made WWE go into this new stratosphere of creative content, and them being able to fill out stadiums, like football stadiums, because the last couple WrestleManias have been in football stadiums.
Yeah,
and
it's
they've been
crazy.
Selling out for 2 nights in a row
for a lot of money of tickets as well.
Yes, God, yes.
Because we looked at them last year. because it was last year in Tampa Bay, maybe.
I
think it was in
remember.
Florida.
I know
And
the year before was in SoFi.
And it was in like New Orleans and Dallas recently. And like I remember just looking like, why not? Like it's WrestleMania. If the tickets are cheap-ish, I'll freaking go. And I don't even know who's fighting. But my God, it's ridiculous. It's like
so awesome, though,
like
man.
$600 for nosebleeds.
Yeah,
and they still sell out.
Yeah, and they still sell out. It's awesome. So break down the WrestleMania. What's happening?
So WrestleMania night 1 will be Saturday. I don't think this is in order of what's going to happen, but I'll go in the matches that I'm not really excited about.
Where are you at?
I'm on Bleacher Report.
Okay.
Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar, Dominic Mysterio. I hate this match. I feel like it's a filler. I hope it doesn't open up the show. I hope this is the one where I can go to the bathroom and get another drink type of match. Yeah. But I'm so tired of this Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio drama. Like, I thought it ended last year. Their feud hasn't been a thing for an entire year.
They're not even on the same show.
Exactly. And then this feud just starts back up last night on SmackDown, or I guess last week on SmackDown. And now they have a match at WrestleMania. It's like this feud has been over for a year.
I went to a match in, I think it was 2022 in Shreveport with Gunner and them, and Dominic came out, and I was ecstatic because I loved Ray as a kid, and I remember Dominic being around. I remember Dominic being around. I'm like, oh my God, that's Ray's son. And I'm like, why is everybody booing him? Now I know like no one likes him. So that's pretty crazy to see that.
It feels like it's a filler match because of like Brock Lesnar not being allowed to fight. Like I feel like they're kind of scrambling. Don't you agree?
I do too, but
Brock
I felt
fight.
like
we're not talking about that.
How much time we got? But I feel like they replaced Brock with the whole Sami Zayn because the goal was for Brock Lesnar and Gunther to fight. Well, that got scratched when Brock Lesnar got scratched, and I feel like they did a good job of replacing it with Sami Zayn. I would have rather it been like Chad Gable because I'm ready for Chad Gable to get a singles push. Yep. But I don't know. I was really hoping that match would turn into a triple threat, unlike the U.S. Championship match becoming a triple threat. I feel like that's a little weird. But I would have rather seen Gunther versus Chad Gable versus Sami Zayn. But the whole Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio, it's weird to me. Like I think that's going to be like a 15-minute filler match, honestly.
I have been watching since January or whatever. I've seen Ray on TV twice.
Yeah.
And neither of those was he in wrestling gear.
Right.
So like
he's been injured.
Yeah, and it just feels like they're just rushing him back, trying to just get a match out there of a name, basically.
Yeah.
And I don't completely agree with that, but I like your take though on the triple threat for the Intercontinental instead of the U.S. title.
I would have much rather that been a triple threat than the
it
US
actually has a storyline.
Yes,
Chad
Gable and Gunther have been going at it the whole time,
and then
Chad Gable deserves his moment.
Yeah. And they're forcing them other names because they're big names for the U.S. title. We'll talk about that in a minute,
though. The next match I'm not really excited for. Well, I don't know. I'm excited to see Jade Cargill finally make her debut. I just feel like she was thrown into a match because they're trying to get more women involved.
Yep.
That's the biggest thing I have with night 1 and night 2. You go back and look at last year's WrestleMania, and there were more women's matches than there were men's matches. There was only like 4 men's matches total last year in both nights.
Why is Tiffany Stratton not fighting?
I'm so like I want Tiffy time. I
love Tiffy time. She's
Tiffy
phenomenal.
Time is great.
She's going to be a star,
yes,
and
100%.
I don't understand why we're forcing a narrative with. I hate Damage Control.
I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that faction just to die out.
None of them chicks impress me.
None of them. The only one that does is Bayley, and she went solo.
Correct. Like
that's why I think Bayley's going to win the women's championship or the Divas,
Dakota Kai
SmackDown Women's Championship.
Yeah, Dakota Kai does not impress me whatsoever, and I don't completely understand that. Yet again, like you said, I think it's a filler match. Honestly,
I think that is basically going to be
it's our Title IX match.
Yeah. It's going to be the match where Jade Cargill gets her start and everybody gets to see, because Jade Cargill was the hottest free agent available in the wrestling world back in like October, November, and she
where'd she come from?
AEW. She was in AEW and was wrecking shop. Realized she was way too big for AEW, and WWE signed her to this massive contract. And we didn't see her until the Royal Rumble. Like she made her appearance at the Royal Rumble, and that was it. Like we didn't hear any storylines. We didn't we saw her on TV a couple of times, and like of her watching other superstars
and her picking SmackDown or whatever. Clay,
Right.
this is Brandon Phillips' wife,
the second baseman.
Yeah,
interesting,
crazy, yeah.
And
But,
so
she's gonna be a star.
She is. I like Jade Cargill. She's built like a brick house, dude.
Everybody on Twitter keeps saying that this is going to be. They're expecting a Bianca Jade feud eventually.
Wait, did this woman fight at Alexandria?
Bianca did. Jade did not. Jade has not fought since the Royal Rumble.
Okay.
I
remember her walking out.
So that'd be something to watch.
I watched that.
There might be more of a storyline for them two.
I feel like they'll get a match at Fastlane, Bianca and Jade, or they build to a match at SummerSlam or something.
Yeah. Maybe we'll start seeing a little bit of drama between them two in this match, though, to kind of kickstart that a little bit.
Because I feel like Bailey will beat Io Sky, and which I hope, and then Bianca is going to beat Bailey. Bailey's not going to have that long of a title run, sadly. And then we're going to have Bianca versus Jade Cargill for like a number one contender spot to take on Bailey. That's what I feel like is going to happen.
And I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
Bianca don't impress me, but I'm tired of the hair, and I've been watching since January. I don't know how. I don't know why she keeps doing it.
I don't get the hair thing either. It's weird.
How does that not hurt, by the way? I know we're going for a little tangent.
It's pretty crazy.
That's got to hurt, man. Like
it does.
Everything I know about sew and weave, it hurts if you pull it. And I know a lot. I went to Jonesboro Hodge High School. Proud of it. I know that hurts.
I liked watching them. I liked watching who are the girls she fought.
It was her and Naomi. And Naomi's gonna be a part of this as well.
Is that the green girl?
Yes.
Yeah.
I liked watching them. They were fun.
They were fun. They're fun. I get it. But
the three girls they fought sucked.
They try and make her seem
Control,
like she's God's gift to the
that's
earth.
who Damage Control is?
Yeah. The Kabuki Warriors.
Yeah, they weren't good.
It's horrible.
Kabuki Warriors. That's so stupid.
They're playing into the Asian thing too much. No offense.
Wait, they are.
They are, though.
I feel like that's still like a...
No offense to our Asian population listening.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a Vince McMahon thing, to be honest.
It probably is.
Knowing what we know now.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'm excited for the next match you're about to say.
Which one? Because I'm really excited for these next 5 matches.
Yeah,
night one.
I'm not going to lie. After Cody Roman, probably Becky Rhea, this might be my next most excited match.
The 6-pack?
Yes.
Yeah, the 6-pack is awesome. I think I'm more excited for this because we're finally going to see I'm hoping we see the tag title split, because Pat McAfee on Raw kept emphasizing the fact that this match is not going to end. They're putting all 4 tag titles up on up to be hung above the ring, but all 4 titles, and the match will not stop until all 4 titles have been pulled.
Yep.
So I'm thinking that this is finally where we get to see the titles split, because they should have done it a long freaking time ago.
Yep.
And this is what I think. I think Judgment Day is not going to retain either title. Because if you've been watching Raw, like I know you have,
they're about to break up.
Judgment Day has had a lot of feuds inside their faction. Like they are losing trust within each other. This is going to be the time where Damian Priest breaks away from Judgment Day, and you already know what I'm going to say when we start talking about on night 2. I'll let people think about that.
They've been talking about it on Twitter all day today, man.
Yes, I'm telling you,
Seth getting the hell beat out of him with the belt, and he don't go out there throwing the
kept secret.
Stupid.
It's the worst kept secret. But yeah, I'm Damian Priest, Finn Balor. They're going to lose the titles. I really hope. I want DIY to get one.
Yep.
And I don't know who else, because like the other ones are not like, they're SmackDown guys. Like DIY, they're Raw. New Day, they're Raw. New Catch Republic, they're SmackDown. They're SmackDown, and A-Town Down is SmackDown. I hate both of the tag teams on SmackDown. Like I want it to be DIY, and maybe New Catch Republic if I had to choose.
This is my guess, because like, correct me if I'm wrong. After Mania, it's like the new year, correct?
Yeah.
They always do like a shift, right?
Did they still do the draft?
Yes, they
yeah,
still
they call,
do.
yeah, it's a
They
draft,
call it Superstar Shakeup or something like that. DIY does not feel like a Raw tag team to me. They feel too gimmicky, like with the hand clapping and crap.
Yeah.
I could see them becoming the SmackDown champs and getting moved to SmackDown.
I can see
and
that.
Somebody like the Awesome Truth winning the Raw one.
If R-Truth pulls down a belt, I'm gonna lose it. R-Truth, first off, R-Truth, shout out. He is a treasure.
Dude.
The dude has been a gimmick guy for
his whole career.
15 years.
Whenever he walked out the stands, when me and Clay used to watch it 15 years ago.
Yeah, I remember R-Truth.
What's up?
What's up?
Yeah.
Like, it's awesome. He's a gimmick guy. And he's a comedian. He's supposed to make people laugh, and he's fine with that. He doesn't care about being the star. He doesn't care about being. He's happy that he has a job.
He knows his lane.
And it's exactly. He knows that he makes people laugh, and people love him.
Yep. That's what I want.
What's funny is that he returned at War Games, because everybody was saying there's going to be a huge return at War Games. There's going to be a huge return, and everybody's like, it's Randy Orton. No. It's one besides Randy Orton. And then R-Truth returned at War Games, and everybody's like, oh, that's the return. No. And then it turned out to be CM Punk, but still awesome. Like the Awesome Truth. But yeah, I'm really hoping if R-Truth pulls down a tag title, I'm going to lose it. Where you want to go next? The women's match or
go to the Usos?
Okay. Usos. I'm excited, but I'm excited because I get to see Jey Uso.
I liked watching which one was the good one. I liked watching.
Yeah, when he does when he gets the whole crowd going,
that was very fun.
It's awesome.
And Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee, he gets up on the table and does it with
He had
them.
the refs going in Alexandria.
Oh yeah, they put on a show.
Sick.
I love him, dude. I love him so much.
I just want Jey Uso to have his Mania moment. I've loved Jey Uso getting a solo push in all of this Bloodline story. Like Jimmy Uso has not really had anything, but Jey Uso has had a time to really define his character, and he showed that he could be a main eventer.
They call him main event Jey Uso now.
Main event Jey.
And that's something I did not say before this. I've kept up with wrestling in the shadows, basically, like on Wikipedia and WWE on Instagram and stuff, and some YouTube dudes. So I have a little bit of an understanding of everything that's happening. But like him, I followed whenever him and Jimmy were the best tag team of all time, you know? And,
I remember the Usos first starting when they had the paint still on their face and everything else. And I was like, okay, they're like real Samoans. Like, this is pretty cool.
And I think it's cool they broke them up and all that stuff. And
oh, yeah, for sure.
I love Jey. I feel like Jimmy's going to come around and be a good guy because I think the bloodline's about to die. I hope, I pray. But I'm leaning towards Jey winning that because, like you said, he needs a moment, I think.
Intercontinental Championship, we talked about a little bit. It's got to be Gunther, right?
Dude, I love Gunther.
I don't like him. I don't like
Gunther. You don't like him? I think he's so good, dude.
I'm still in that child mindset where I like the good guy. I don't like the heel. The only heel that I appreciate is Roman Reigns. I can appreciate Roman Reigns as a heel. I don't like the whole bloodline deal, and I'm ready for that to end just because I love Cody. But I can respect Roman Reigns. The dude battled back from leukemia and kept his character awesome. So
it's impressive. It is. I just wish he worked more.
100%.
I watched him fight one fight.
One fight, yeah.
One fight.
Gunther, I think Gunther wins handily.
The Ring General.
The Ring General.
I love him though. I hate Imperium, but
I do hate Imperium.
I hate them dudes. You know, little skinny Ludwig is with Tiffany.
He's with Tiffy. That boy.
Attaboy.
That boy got something going. That boy got something going.
He's a smooth talker.
And
Women's World Championship.
I love the feud that has been built up with these two.
Should be the main event.
Should be
normal year.
In a normal year, this is the main event because Becky Lynch won the Rumble.
Yes.
Becky Lynch won the Rumble. She gets to, because the winner of the Rumble, men's and women's, gets to main event WrestleMania.
Yep.
And that's why I like, it's another thing that they created the Women's Royal Rumble after COVID. And they were able to have the main eventer, be at Royal Rumble night 1 and then night 2. So Becky Lynch not getting her main event moment here. But
she ain't winning.
I don't know, man. I feel like Rhea Ripley's title run has just been kind of mid.
I really like her character, though.
Love her character, but she's fought about as much as Roman Reigns has.
Yeah, that's what's weird. It's like she even said on Raw yesterday, she was talking about how, like, Becky's just worried about everything else but her.
Yeah.
It's been weird. And, like, nobody's worried about Rhea. I wonder if it's because of the whole, like, I'm mommy, you're
The
afraid
mommy
of
thing is
me.
weird.
Yeah, I don't understand that. But I don't
Clay
know.
Does Clay know what Rhea Ripley looks like?
Yeah, Hunter loves her.
Would you call her mommy?
Wait, let me look her up again.
All the black hair and black makeup.
Oh no, I wasn't a big fan of her.
Yeah.
I like Becky Lynch. I think Becky Lynch is pretty hot.
Yeah. Yes, agreed. And the Irish actor, that Scottish, is it Irish or Scottish?
She's Irish.
Yeah. Dude, it's like,
I think
Becky's
she's pretty hot.
awesome.
And there was another one.
Seth Rollins and her are married, right? They have a kid.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Did you see the picture of them both wearing the championship belts naked?
I did. Yeah, I did.
And her little comment was
Yeah,
like,
I did.
of course this picture exists. I was like, that's hilarious. I like Becky. I don't like her as much as the rest of the world loves her. I guess I just need some time. But I really like Rhea. I like her heel character, even though she gets like a lot of good pops. Like,
she does.
Weird. She gets really good pops.
I think she's still living off of the love that she got after winning the Rumble last year and dethroning Charlotte Flair.
But like even in the Elimination Chamber when she fought Nia Jax, whatever there.
Yeah, Nia Jax. Don't like her either.
Oh my gosh, she's the worst person. She's my least favorite person on the roster.
She's not a good wrestler, and she sucks on the mic.
Yeah,
like you have to be good. You can't have both struggles, dude.
No, I hate her more than I hate the Vikings.
The Vikings are no. I hate the Vikings. The
Vikings are awful. I hate her more.
But
no, I think Rhea's really impressive as a wrestler, though. What she can do, man. Yeah. And she's good on the mic though too. She's a complete package. And
she is.
I don't think it's really her fault.
Thing.
Huh?
I just take the goth black makeup,
black
hair thing. It's weird.
It's a good shtick though right now.
It is, for sure.
I think she'll retain. You think Becky's going to win though?
I hope Becky wins, but I think Rhea might win.
Like that's one of the few ones I have no idea.
Yeah.
Which is good. So that'd be good TV. And then
this next one though,
I know what's going to happen here.
They can't have The Rock lose both nights.
Nope. Roman can't lose both nights.
Roman can't lose both nights.
Nope.
Rock and Roman versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. Phenomenal matchup. Like The Rock coming back has been fantastic.
Dude,
the new intro that he has, fantastic.
Each week.
It's something new each week. But The Rock and Roman Reigns, I love. This is the most entertaining the Bloodline story has been to me the entire time I've been watching.
Like I have bought fully into heel Rock.
Yeah, for sure.
And is he having to be
Rock being the good guy again? I was like, all right. Yeah, we get
people's champ.
We get Maui and Tafiti. Like,
yeah,
whoopee. No, we get heel Rock.
And
Mama Rose, I'm gonna make your son bleed, and I'm gonna put his blood on the belt. Mama Rose, I'm missing your tears, Mama Rose, because The Rock said, like, I love it.
And
people get so mad that he repeats himself over and over, and I'm like, this is awesome.
He calls himself The Rock, and I love that. The Rock. The Rock does what The Rock wants. The Rock's on the
final boss. I hate the final boss thing, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't like it. They had to come up with a term, though.
Yeah, you have the chief, the head of the table, and then you have the final boss. It's like, okay, all right.
That doesn't even fit the whole narrative thing, but whatever. I'm with you though. I've loved it way more than I thought I would.
Yep, for sure.
You know, and because I was really skeptical when he first came back, I was like, "Oh, here we go." And then, do you think the WWE universe changed what Triple H was going to do with all that?
1000%. Yes.
I do too, which is sad and depressing that Triple H himself did not realize that Cody needs the belt and needs to finish that off. You know,
I agree, but I mean, you have the biggest. It's WrestleMania 40. Like you got to pull out the stops, and if you can get The Rock back for a dream match with Roman Reigns, I mean, I think The Rock now being an investor in TKO or whatever the name of I think it's TKO. Now being like him on the board, I think he's going to stick around, and I do think you get Roman Reigns versus The Rock at WrestleMania 41.
Yep,
I do think you get that
non-title match.
Non-title match though, yeah.
Because then they'll have a whole year to set up the feud of the family war, you know.
Yep.
And it'll work out really well.
Bloodline Civil War.
And I will pull for The Rock probably.
100%. Because I love Roman Reigns, but the dude don't work. I like people that work.
Yep.
But
so
yeah,
going to night 2.
I love that. I know Rock and Roman are going to win that one, but
Yes.
it's going to be a hell of a fight.
Yeah. So night 2, opening up with not the worst match of the 2 nights, but it's in the bottom of the barrel.
What? Bobby
Lashley,
Street Profit? Yeah.
And the Street Profits. Yeah. I hate the Street Profits. Hate it.
I loved it when Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins were their own tag team. Like Montez Ford was at the brink of having a singles push. Montez Ford is freaking athletic, dude.
Yeah, and he's banging Bianca Belair.
He is, yes, 100%.
That helps his case.
That dude's got it going on. Like,
yeah.
But like him and like Montez Ford is like, if you look at him in the ring, the dude's massive. He's like 6 foot. He looks like he's 6'8", and he's like doing kip ups and jumping over the ropes and stuff. Like the dude's a freak.
They're specimens.
Yes, like those. Like I'm not too excited for this because it's a Philadelphia street fight. You know, they're just paying homage to Philly, whatever. Which Philly sucks too. Y'all know my hatred of Philly. That's a great podcast.
That clip has been posted.
People from Philly suck, man. I'm just telling you.
I hate them too. They're the worst.
Rocky sucks. Like Philly cheesesteak, kind of mid.
I need to go get my Eagle shirt.
You want me to leave?
Fly. What do you think about the Final Testament?
I think it's stupid. I don't get it.
You don't like it?
Karrion Kross having all these premonitions in his head and they're finally coming true. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of the Karrion Kross character.
Yeah, it's weird to me. It's just weird to come up with a new thing of people who have already been other things. That's why I don't like changing characters. You know, because like somebody made the comment like this is Karrion Kross' probably final shtick in the WWE. Like, if this don't work, then he's probably gonna get cut.
Yep.
And I didn't know AOP was already a thing. And then they basically just got picked up from free agency and joined this faction and made a new faction. A freaking
That's what WWE is now. It's all factions.
It's weird. It's like a 6-person faction too. Once you get the old man who don't talk really and just
the old man don't fight. He don't talk. He don't do anything. He's just there.
He's a poor man's Paul Heyman.
Yes. What does he do?
He just puts on a glove and holds up a fist.
So stupid.
It's weird.
I hope Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits win this one though.
I think they will because of
basically
Bobby Lashley.
I feel like they could have stacked up the matches different. Night 2 as a whole, just looking at it, kind of mid.
They could have moved
the LA Knight, AJ Styles. I love LA Knight being at WrestleMania. The United States Triple Threat match. Hope Randy Orton wins. Women's Championship. Not looking forward to it.
I've not been impressed with the Io Sky.
No, I'm not either. I don't know why she got. I don't know why she why she got the push she did. It clearly hasn't worked out. But maybe it was just to set up Bayley versus Io.
Or Vince has a fetish. I mean, I don't know.
He could. Dude's creepy.
That's probably the problem.
We should have a whole episode of talking about Vince's fetishes. How fast would the show get canceled?
The second he clicks upload on Buzzsprout. Nah. But LA Knight, I'm with you, man. I'm excited for him. This is obviously just a we owe you one match. Like, because you've earned it. So let's create a little fake feud between you and AJ Styles. We're gonna fly him halfway across the world to Australia and set up a whole
That
new
was
rivalry.
insane.
I couldn't. There were so many rumors about that beforehand. I was like, there's just no way.
Yeah.
There's no way he's flying just to go and hit LA Knight with a chair. And that's what he did.
And he did. I do hope Knight wins this one though, because his didn't he have a WrestleMania moment last year with Bray Wyatt?
Dude, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that was his WrestleMania moment last year. He had that. It was the Mountain Dew.
Didn't Bray Wyatt
glow
die?
in the
Yes.
dark match. Bray Wyatt did die. R.I.P. But
I've looked that up
see.
on.
It was awful.
I think I've watched that on Peacock or something. Because I went
No,
down
I think it was at the Royal Rumble. That's what it was.
Is that what it was?
It was at the Royal Rumble in 2000. It was in 2000. What 23? 2020? It wasn't 2024. It was 2023. But
that was last year.
I wish he would be alive because I think I'd get into that.
Bray Wyatt?
Yeah,
for sure. Bray Wyatt was a great character.
I liked following along on that on Instagram. His little thing. I think that's really freaking cool.
Yeah,
you know,
Bray Wyatt was awesome.
But
LA Knight though, I do hope he wins this one. He deserves his WrestleMania moment. I hope they don't give AJ Styles one more push. I miss the AJ Styles from TNA.
I hate AJ Styles.
I don't like AJ Styles in WWE. I liked him when he had his feud with John Cena. I thought that was a really cool feud because I grew up watching TNA wrestling too. And TNA
we watched it a little bit too.
Dude, TNA was badass.
They had the match with the big X hanging from the middle.
Yes, with the X. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was awesome. Like
him and Bobby Roode.
Yes. And Jeff Jarrett was getting like a second run in his career. Like it was awesome.
Kurt Angle.
And Kurt Angle, yeah. Like it was in Samoa Joe. That's where he got his start.
Yeah.
So there were so many guys like that I grew up watching in TNA too. And I miss the old AJ Styles. His character kind of stayed the same when he came over to WWE after New Japan Pro Wrestling. And I don't know. It was weird, man. The AJ Styles now with the Bullet Club deal, and I'm just not a fan.
I haven't been impressed at all with him
now.
What'd you think about LA Knight going to his house?
I thought it was awesome. That was kick ass.
Liked it?
That's LA Knight. Like being, that's fine. I'll whip your ass wherever.
Yep. Edgy.
I love it. It reminds me because if there was a skit like that in the early 2000s
was it Randy Orton?
Yep. It was Randy Orton. I think he went to. I can't remember somebody came to his house. I think it was Batista.
It might have. It threw him through the window.
Yep. I remember that. Threw him out the window.
I'm with you though. I'm all in on the LA Knight train. I didn't even know who the heck he was. Whenever
everybody's saying,
yeah, like back whenever you were texting the group chat, you know, I hope LA Knight wins. It's like at Crown Jewel or something. I was thinking, who the hell is LA Knight, and why does Jacob love him so much?
He's awesome.
and then I start watching. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
I love him.
The dude gets a pop every time. Like
the only person who gets a bigger pop is freaking Cody Rhodes.
Yes.
Cody and Jey Uso might be the only two.
Like Roman Reigns still gets a pop because he's Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
But it does not compare to Cody, Jay, and Knight, dude. Like those pops are sick.
It's straight up authentic. I love you.
Yes.
Please come out and let me see you.
Yes.
It's so good. I'm with you. I hope LA wins. I'm not excited for the US Championship match at all.
I feel like they just had to throw Logan Paul in there because they had the sponsor with
Prime.
Prime, which I hate.
He's been more active.
He has. He's getting better on the mic, which I like.
Yeah. I remember when I started watching it, Harley was like, he does this? And I was
Morgan had the exact same reaction.
Yeah.
Is that Logan Paul?
I was like, yeah, he does. And undoubtedly, like people say he's really good at it. From an athletic standpoint.
The moment he had, I don't know if y'all have seen it.
Ricochet.
The moment with Ricochet, with the Royal Rumble, where they're right here and then they meet like with a clothesline.
That's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
It's nuts. Like those guys are so athletic, and Clay had the nerve to say it was fake. Yeah, come on, man.
I mean, 9-year-old me, That's whenever I realized this isn't real. Like,
It's
Dude,
still real to me, damn it.
that's
Top
when I'm
10
like, I'm gonna
favorite
watch.
video
I'm gonna watch football.
Yeah.
What's a real man sport? Saints just won the Super Bowl. Forget this wrestling
But
BS.
I don't care who wins. I'll tell you this. I don't like Kevin Owens a whole lot.
I don't either. I hope Randy Orton wins. I'm ready for Randy
I'm-
Orton to get a title push again.
I'm tired of the whole. I'm looking for a fight. You know, like,
Yeah.
dude, get over yourself. I would rather see Logan win than Kevin.
In order, I'd rather see Randy, Logan, Kevin.
Yes. Yeah. So that probably means Kevin will win.
Probably. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. No kidding.
And then-
Women's championship. My girl Bailey. I hope it's Bailey.
0% chance Io Sky wins.
I don't see how she can win. There's
0%
no push for her to
chance.
win.
Yeah.
There's no push. World
That's
Heavyweight
gonna be
Championship.
that's gonna be a boring match.
What? Women's Championship?
Yeah.
Oh, I think you're talking about the World Heavyweight. I was like,
Oh
what?
my gosh, no! I'm so
No.
excited for that one too. That's
Yeah.
after the 6-pack match for me.
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
I'll tell you this: I love me some Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre is phenomenal. Drew McIntyre deserves his WrestleMania moment. That
Yes.
dude. So Roman Reigns.
Talk about it.
Roman Reigns at that time during COVID, he was going through, his he was pretty much retired. He said in an interview, he was like, I felt like I was retired because he was still battling leukemia. They didn't know the extent of COVID, and so he was trying to stay isolated. And so Drew McIntyre put the company on his back. He was the champion. He won the championship during the WrestleMania that had no fans, which was crazy. And so that was his WrestleMania moment. He's never had a true WrestleMania moment, and that's defined his character over the last few years, post COVID, is that he has been fighting and scratching and clawing to get his WrestleMania moment, and he keeps getting pushed down by other people.
Yep.
So I'm really happy he gets this match with Seth Rollins. But Drew McIntyre, man, he deserves this moment so much. He's so good on the mic, and the feud that he's having with CM Punk right now, who can't even wrestle. Like he's able to hold a feud with somebody who can't even speak for themselves or fight for themselves. On top of having a feud with Seth Rollins,
who has shown up twice since the Rumble, which obviously you don't need to show up. You can't fight.
Right.
But he has progressed that storyline by himself.
And it's been awesome. That shows you how great Drew McIntyre is. And he just signed a new deal with WWE.
Yes.
So shout out to him. And I really think that's why he's going to win the championship. And and Seth Rollins has a young baby right now. So
Mid.
I mean, I
don't use the term. I do not like Seth Rollins a whole lot.
I like Seth Rollins. I hate the song that people do. I hate the whoa. I hate that. But I like Seth Rollins. I think Seth Rollins has done a lot for the company too. From where he started in Shield to where he's at now, dude, his character's changed so much.
That's
what
everybody
from being
says.
in the Shield to being the Authority, right there in the early, 2020s, right there 2010s, and then into 2020 into the Authority, character, and then into what he is now.
Monday Night Rollins, basically.
Monday Night Rollins.
I completely respect him. He is the working man's champ. I love that about him. It's just I think it's the character. I don't know.
With the flashy,
I don't like it.
It's weird.
The flashy suits and stuff. I just can't get behind it.
The stilettos that he's wearing. It's
but don't get me wrong.
I love him though.
Completely respect him.
Yeah,
but like y'all don't have to worry about taking him from me after a while.
Earlier in the show, I said though, we're going to talk about this. Damian Priest has very quietly been making a huge name for himself on Raw.
He's
all
really
of the
good.
singles matches, all of the tag matches, all of the times where Judgment Day is, been, caught off guard by like R-Truth and Miz, like all these little moments for the past, I'd say 4 or 5 weeks. There's been one person in Judgment Day that has set the tone and has shown that he can be a true number one superstar. And that's Damian Priest, who is Mr. Senior or Senior Money in the Bank.
Yep.
He's got a contract that he can cash in anytime. and it's coming up on a year. He's had it for almost a year now, which is wild. But I think he cashes in at WrestleMania. I think Drew McIntyre is finally going to get his moment, and the crowd is going to be celebrating. It's going to be awesome. And then we're going to hear Judgment Day's music, and he's going to come out and he's going to cash in.
Do you think he'll win it?
I think so. I think Drew McIntyre will win the championship. He'll get his moment because that's what he's been striving for.
I want it for him so bad, man. I'm so invested into Drew. He's probably like my third or fourth favorite right now. Just active.
Yeah.
I want it for him, man. I really do. I want a Drew Priest feud, though, as well.
I think we get a Drew Priest feud up until Backlash and Fastlane, and we get a feud with Seth Rollins and CM Punk once he comes back.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think building into next year's WrestleMania, we get a CM Punk versus whoever, Roman Reigns or Drew McIntyre or Damian Priest.
He didn't come back not to have gold. I mean, everybody knows that.
100%.
But
just like he said on Raw, I'm here to make money, not friends.
Correct. I could see Drew beating Priest still and stopping the cash in to further his moment, and then him going straight after Priest the next day on Monday Night Raw and being like, you thought you were going to come at me, because we both agree Judgment Day is going to break up. I don't really want them to because I've enjoyed them. I think they've done a lot of good stuff. Like, they're a great heel tag team, I think. I think him and Finn Balor are a good pairing as well. I don't like JD McDonough. I don't like Dom.
I hate JD McDonough.
He's a freaking waste, dude. He sucks.
Judgment Day goes JD McDonough, Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, which I really hate. I used to love Finn Balor.
People used to worship him, man.
I know, he was great. When he was the demon, oh man, he was awesome.
Mm-hmm. But I think I'm with you. I think Drew's gonna win it, and then Seth's gonna take a little step back to be with the family, obviously. And
100%.
I think Damian has to cash it in, because
he's got to, man.
Why else has he not cashed it in?
Right. I think CM Punk kind of threw a wrench into things. I think like that screwed up some things for him, and Randy Orton coming back, and I think that definitely screwed some things up for him. But and The Rock coming back, I feel like all of that has a big implement on their storylines. But
you think they'll cheer for Drew?
100%.
You do? 100%. I hope they do.
Drew McIntyre is a big, like, even when you hear the sword, he gets a pop.
Dude, I love the sword. I love everything.
The sword is pretty cool.
The chink.
Like, who's coming out.
Yeah, he's awesome. Holding that bastard with the fire all around the ring,
Yes,
it's freaking
awesome.
Cool.
And then the biggie.
It's gonna be a 45-minute match, dude. It's gonna be awesome.
At least
it might go an hour.
This match is going to because obviously if The Rock and Roman Reigns win on Saturday,
they're going to
Bloodline rules. Yep. And as we saw on Monday Night Raw, Bloodline rules, it's anything goes, man.
The ref's just there to count.
Exactly. He's there to count a 1, 2, 3. That's it. Anything can go on. I do think we can be in for some good returns here. There's been rumors of John Cena coming here. There's been rumors of Stone Cold.
And real quick before we get into that, I think them having the Bloodline rules match on Monday was for us to see what that means.
Oh, for sure.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
So I think that basically guarantees, besides it being Rock and Roman on the tag team together, I think that basically guarantees we'll get that. So,
but yeah.
I mean, do you think John's coming back?
I hope so. I really do. I'm a John Cena guy. Like, I claim him as my father, because my father is also not ever seen. Shout out.
Getting milk.
It's almost 28 years. We're still waiting on milk and cigarettes. So, I'm so excited for Cody Rhodes to finish the story. There's only been 3 people ever in the history of WWE winning back-to-back Royal Rumbles, and Cody Rhodes, he comes back after his. If you think about Cody Rhodes, you watch him. He went from Cody Rhodes being, the son of Dusty, to being Cody Rhodes, this member of Legacy, led by, tag team, little faction led by Randy Orton. And then he gets thrown into Goldust. Or Stardust. I'm sorry. Yeah, Stardust. He was Stardust, which was Goldust's tag partner. And because they're also related. I think they're brothers. And like he got tossed around to so much crap. And then he's like, man, I'm out. And so he goes off on the indie scene. He goes to AEW, makes a big name for himself.
It's a massive tattoo on his neck.
Yes. I would wonder, is that real? And yeah, it's real.
It's gotta be, dude.
And then the dude comes back to WWE and everybody welcomes him back because they're like, yeah, Vince screwed this up big time. Let him go. He's a star and he had to prove himself. And the fact that he even came back shows how much that Cody Rhodes loves WWE.
Yeah. And they gotta pay him back, man. It's time.
100%. It's time. It's 100% time because they went from him winning the Royal Rumble to having the big push and then to not finish the story and being so close at WrestleMania last year to the Raw after Mania and him getting absolutely pummeled by Brock Lesnar. That was the Raw after Mania last year. He got pummeled by Brock Lesnar and then proceeds to have 3 different pay-per-views back-to-back-to-back matches with Brock Lesnar. That sucks. You go from winning the Royal Rumble. Yes, just to get hammered. He lost the first one. Won the first one somehow. Lost the second one by getting destroyed. And then wins the third one fair and square. And that was a good match. And Brock went off script and raised his hand and whispered how great he was going to be. Like, it was awesome. I'm so excited for Cody Rhodes. I want him to finish the story so freaking bad.
You think John's going to show up? I think we have it figured out. Especially since John's last match was against Solo Sikoa, undoubtedly.
Yep.
And Solo beat him.
Yep.
So I and you both, I think that Bloodline rules, they're going to be killing Cody or him in the ring. Here comes John. He takes out, what's his face, Solo.
Yep.
Jay comes out. Jimmy's probably going to be dead. Right? Is that night 1 or night 2? Oh, that's night 1.
That's night 2. No, night 1. Yeah, night 1. Night 1.
Jay will come out and take out Jimmy. And then I think we're getting Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And The Rock?
Yep. I think we'll get Stone Cold take out The Rock.
I do think, like, there's been rumors of, like, the other cousins coming up from NXT.
Yeah.
And, for the Bloodline, which we could see, obviously, Seth Rollins take out. I don't know what Seth Rollins' role will be in that because if you just on a number scale, you got Roman Reigns, Rock, Jimmy Uso, Solo. That's 4.
Mm-hmm.
We know Paul Heyman ain't find nobody. You look on the other side, you got Cody Rhodes, you got Jey Uso, you got Seth Rollins. If you throw in the other 2 guys we talked about, John Cena and Stone Cold, you got 5 on 4. Who's taking out who?
Yeah. That's where I think you'll lose Seth because he's going to be pissed that he lost the match to Drew.
Yeah.
Unless he is company man, or whatever, loyal, and I'm going to stick to my word. I got your back, Cody.
Or hear me out. Seth Rollins lost the championship, still goes out to help Cody, and Drew McIntyre comes out to beat up on Seth Rollins because Seth Rollins also got cashed in on.
Yeah.
That would make your 5 on 5.
But could you see Drew helping out the Bloodline?
No.
I don't know. I want John and I want Stone Cold to show up. I want it to be freaking cinema.
It's going to be cinema.
It's going to be awesome, man.
Like, if this isn't mentioned on the regulars Wednesday or weekend watch, I'm going to be chances, upset.
I'm sure.
Yeah, WrestleMania is my weekend watch, 100%.
Like, it's got to be.
Night 1 and night 2.
I mean, John Cena, Stone Cold, and The Rock in the same ring. Like, that'd be pretty insane.
And Roman Reigns and Cody.
I mean, who cares about them? But John Cena, Stone Cold, and The Rock. Like, come on now.
The two people that hate The Rock more than anything.
People that don't know WWE know those 3 names.
For sure. Yeah.
How confident are you
that there would be Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, yeah. And is Batista coming back?
I wish, dude. I loved him.
Dude, Batista is too far up in Hollywood. Have you seen pictures of Batista recently?
Yeah,
Dude is
yeah.
skinny.
Ugh.
The roids finally caught up with Batista. He couldn't be playing Drax no more. Let's just be honest.
He was in Dune, I think.
Yeah, he's in Dune.
Was he? I haven't seen
so.
Dune.
Yeah.
Is it
I know
Dune or
he's
Venom?
mentioned that as being in it. How confident are you that Cody finishes us out? Scale of 1 to 10.
80. Okay. Somewhere between an 8 and a 9. Honestly. Somewhere between an 8 and a 9.
I don't think we can go all the way 10, but I'm right there with you. I think it's going to happen. I think it's got to happen.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, I think it's gonna happen, but it's just tough, man. It's just tough.
Because I mean, they've made Roman out to be God almost, and
yeah, oh for sure.
How many crossroads is it going to take for him to finish off?
At least 12.
Like he's going to have to do it for about 15 minutes straight.
At least 12 of them.
Cody's not going to be able to walk from all the spears he's going to take.
And the Superman punches and the rock bottom and the Samoan spikes. Like,
dude, he almost did the rock bottom last night. Dude, I about freaked out in my living room.
Oh, yeah. And then Roman Reigns came out of nowhere.
Yeah. He's supposed to be writing his speech for Paul Heyman. That liar.
Which I'm excited to watch that on Friday, too.
That's going to be cool. That'll be cool.
I'm excited to see Roman Reigns. And that's what I've liked about WWE these last 2 years, because their storylines are starting to fit in with the Hall of Fame ceremony. Because last year, we had Rey Mysterio get inducted to the Hall of Fame.
I've seen that.
Dominic Mysterio interrupted the whole thing.
Yep.
And then this year, you get Roman Reigns introducing Paul Heyman. You know they're going to boo the hell out of Roman Reigns.
Oh, yeah.
So I love that the storylines are now getting involved with the Hall of Fame deal. It's pretty cool.
Do you think Dom and Ray hate each other in real life?
I don't know.
It's weird, dude. I don't know if I could do that with my dad.
Yeah, no, that's a weird.
Unless you just love the company,
that's a
like
weird
Ray
relationship. That I mean, if you think back to the early 2000s, there was a ladder match between Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio for a custody match. Like, there's a briefcase filled with custody papers.
Yep.
Like,
I remember watching.
Dominic Mysterio has been involved in storylines since he's been a child.
Yeah. Shout out Eddie.
Shout out.
Viva la raza.
Y'all want to draft?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
I'm excited for freaking Saturday and Sunday, dude. It's gonna be so great.
I am too.
It's gonna be awesome.
I'm so stoked.
I won't be able to watch Saturday, but Sunday I should be able to watch by the time the main event happens.
Yeah, it starts at 6.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be out of church by then.
Yeah.
I mean, no way Cody's done by 7.
No
way.
This is going to 10, dude.
Yeah.
Cody may get done at like midnight.
Yeah. So I'll probably tune in to watch all that.
He's gonna cry in the ring, totally, dude. That's gonna be
1000%. If he wins, sobbing like a baby.
Like real world, real life tears.
Yes.
Oh my God, Mama Rhodes is gonna get in there.
Mama Rhodes gonna get a rock bottom hit on her ass.
She really might get beat with that.
Mama
belt.
Rhodes, I told you that your tears would be on this belt, Mama Rhodes. Like,
The Rock said so.
The Rock said so. The final boss said so.
With the shades on. Shout out The Rock, dude. He's doing phenomenal. Only person doing better than him on the mic right now is Drew McIntyre. That's it.
CM Punk's good. He's just not around
behind
much.
him. I can't get behind him.
I love CM Punk.
Yeah.
Let's get to
All right,
draft,
Blake,
boys.
Tell me how we do this.
So we got 3 cards, ace, 2, 3. Chance will hold it up. We'll give you the first pick. You'll pick either left, center, or right of Chance's direction, I guess, whichever one.
Let's
say you get ace here. Whoever gets ace will get the first choice of if they want 1, 2, or 3. It's not going to necessarily go straight up 1, 2, 3 because there's always a little bit of strategy in your draft position.
Of course.
I mean, I obviously won't. I know I want 1 in this draft. I want the all one position. I think we all
want one.
So take a shot. You'll go first.
Say like Clay or no Clay if you're going for the sides. By the way, we'll just say
Clay.
middle. Clay, you got 2. You can't see it. Clay.
I'm gonna go right.
Which one's right?
That right.
This one?
Yeah. Let's go.
Freaking ace.
Dang it.
Let's go. I'll take the first pick.
Well, you needed that
I'll
because
take the first pick.
you'll probably have the weekest board here.
I got 20. And I can go deeper if I wanted to.
That's what she said.
Why is she going deeper?
Look, pegging's a thing.
Vince McMahon.
Let's call him up.
Nice.
So what pick you going? 2 or 3?
I'll go 2. I'll go 2.
Always be in the middle of the board. So
That's
it's
right.
a good pick for a three-person draft. And Chance will have 3.
Yep.
I'll go first. I'm going John Cena.
Hmm.
Quick. I'm not even gonna is there any explanation needed here?
He's my
the goat,
goat.
dude.
It's
the
like
goat.
who doesn't love John Cena?
Who doesn't love Marcelo
The
Zuna?
big bear with a 2-run home. Oh, here we go. 2 home run game. But yeah, John Cena, man. I mean, he is wrestling.
He is.
Whenever I was looking through, like I said, I've got God knows how many action figures. I've lost literally 2 full crates of them. I don't know where they're at in this house. They're somewhere. I found a small box of them, and I think there was 3 John Cenas in there. I've just got so many. I've got a headband. I've got the wristband with the can't.
Hey man,
Stand Me.
he's the doctor of thugonomics.
Yeah.
Thugonomics.
Which John Cena do you like best? There's Dr. Thugonomics John Cena, who was great on his own. There was Ruthless Aggression John Cena, which is what he started off with. You had the Marine John Cena, and then you had the Hustle, Loyalty, Respect John Cena. He's changed his character like 4 times and still been great.
Yeah.
He was never allowed to go heel.
That's
who would ever root against him?
And like he wanted to go heel.
He wanted to go heel just to try it out.
The WWE would not let him. That's how you know how big
he is. Their brand.
He's the only person they've ever told no to.
He's their brand.
They let Hulk go freaking heel, man. It's crazy.
But I mean, when I think of John Cena, I think of John Cena shirtless, yes, in blue jean shorts. Like that is in blue jean shorts. Blue jean shorts or camo shorts, either one. Like that's him
with a chain necklace with a lock on it.
Yeah, and
with a lock on it. Yes,
and bringing in a freaking spinner belt. Like everything about him.
Dude changed the whole belt.
Yeah, and he could because he's John Cena.
That's how big he was. They let him change the belt. It's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the easy one. I'm glad I got that.
I
probably would have quit.
I really wish now I would have, if I didn't get the 1, and obviously John Cena was going to be there. I kind of regret my decision now. I should have taken 3, but I'm going to go with a guy that I loved as a heel and as I loved as a face. I kind of hate that this is weird for me, but I'm going to go Triple H.
Yeah.
Triple H is going to be my first pick here.
Absolutely.
And Triple H, obviously now running the company. He's done a great job. Paul Levesque, Paul Levesque is the Booker of the Year. Go ahead and give it to him. The Slammy Award. Like the dude is phenomenal. Was great as a heel. Was great as a face. He's great on the mic. Like he is awesome. He is wrestling for me. He. Obviously, even what I hated watching him just as a child, whenever he was the bad guy, but like now I can appreciate everything that he did as the bad guy. Like,
I never even hated him. Like he was just that good to where like I couldn't ever really hate him. And who didn't try to spit water and like
dude, I tried in the shower all the time.
1,000%.
Yeah,
I can't do it. Like I can't do it like him. And then it's the after shock when he goes. Forward.
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it.
When he stares at the camera. Yeah. He's a legend for sure.
My turn.
Chance. Yep.
Another legend. I gotta go Undertaker.
Yeah.
Okay. Solid.
Yeah.
Not American Badass.
Phenom.
Not American Badass. That was before my time.
My list is dwindling down. That's 3 of my 20 gone.
This next one might be on your list as well too. I love Undertaker. He's the GOAT of WrestleMania. His entrances of WrestleMania always just shocked me. Like they would take it up a notch. Who was his little helper dude? Paul Bearer. He'd carry the urn.
It was Paul Bearer. That was his name.
Yeah, Paul Bearer. Oh my god, yeah,
dude.
He's so creepy.
Yes. Like, yeah, you'd be genuinely terrified of the Undertaker watching him.
Yeah, but you
100%.
rooted for him.
Oh,
You liked him.
definitely.
You know, it was weird. He did the thing with his eyes after he did the tombstone and crossed him over.
Oh, yeah.
Hands over his chest.
Oh yeah, he was.
And you
great.
never knew if he was a face or a heel.
No, like I always
the
cheered
Undertaker.
for him. Like
He was just the
like a
Undertaker.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was his own thing. It was crazy. Shout out to Undertaker. I loved him. Still love him. Next pick's tough.
That's a pretty good first round right there.
Yeah, that's
yeah, it's solid.
Yeah. Do I go with my heart?
I got a lot of heart
It's probably
picks on
hard.
here.
I
I'll
do
tell you
that
that.
too.
I'm going
But
with
back
my
when I
heart.
thought it was the Dirty Dozen, like our favorite, like
Yeah.
I had 15. I couldn't dwindle it down.
Yeah, I've got some picks on here that shouldn't probably ever be on a list, but
You might
see.
think that about this pick, but it's okay. I'm going Jeff Hardy.
oh Jeff, yeah.
Ooh, wow. I didn't even have him on my big board.
You didn't?
I love Matt
Dude.
Hardy more. Jeff Hardy. So you go ahead. You talk about Jeff.
I loved everything about him. He's a freaking high flyer. He did not care about his life whatsoever at any given point. I don't care that it is padded or whatever, and it is fake. He should have died probably like 4 or 5 different
Yeah.
times.
Swanton Bomb.
Dude jumped off the freaking entrance sign.
Oh my God.
From the walkway, like 30 feet in the air, did a swanton bomb on somebody down low. Yeah, I know there's like a mat there, but dude should have broke his neck.
Yeah.
Yep.
He
Broke
does a
his freaking
swanton
neck.
bomb on, I think it was Edge. I was laying on that ladder at like WrestleMania 21 or something. Like, it's crazy. Like, I love him. I wish he was still in WWE. I've seen videos on Twitter. He does not need to be wrestling anymore. He's old. He's lost every step he has. But
That was my favorite action figure I ever had. Jeff Hardy.
dude, just his whole vibe, the music, like, darn.
Oh yeah, and his whatever you want to
He
call
wear
it on his
pantyhoses.
sleeves, like
Yeah.
I don't even know what they were. His hair color, like just everything about him was a great vibe. I loved him.
And he was a good TNA wrestler as well.
Great TNA wrestler.
He was a good TNA wrestler.
I would have taken like if I'm going off of versions, I would have taken TNA Jeff. I would have taken WWE Jeff. Jeff ruined it for me though, and his match was Sting whenever he was in. I think it was. It wasn't. It might have been It was either AEW or it was TNA, but it was later in TNA. Jeff Hardy was absolutely trashed. Like he was shit faced. He was drunk, high, and
I remember seeing
went
that.
out and he went out into this match with like he couldn't even say words to Sting, and Sting just did like 2 suplexes on him and forced him into a pin to where he could not get his shoulders up. And the referee counted to 3. Sting just stared at him the whole time and called him a disappointment and walked out of the ring. It's the weirdest match ever. But that ruined it for me for Jeff. I was like, come on, man. Like you're so much better than that. But
I used to love
still a
playing
great
with him.
talent.
Yeah. I used to love playing with his character on the WWE video games and stuff. Swanton Bomb is one of my favorite finishers of all time.
Oh, definitely.
1000%,
Hands
yes.
down. I hate Kevin Owens does it. Like,
I do too.
I also don't like how Seth Rollins uses the pedigree as like not a finisher, but just like a move.
Yeah.
Like that kind of bothers me because like Triple
does.
H made
he
that
made the move famous.
Yeah, he made it famous and like
You know how many
deadly.
pedigrees that I've hit on my pillow as a child?
Dude. Like you have to land it perfectly so where the pillow hits
Yes.
the bed with the knees.
Yes.
That's my biggest gripe right now with wrestling is people reusing like old finishers and junk.
Yep.
And it's not my thing. It irritates me. I don't need to go down that rabbit hole though. I'm okay with like Damian Priest doing South of Heaven. It's just a choke slam. I get it. He gave it a new name. I like it. Cool. But yeah, you go ahead. Go ahead and
next
take
pick
him.
here. I think no, I'm not gonna do what you think I'm gonna do. I think
good.
he'll be available to me on my next pick.
He will.
I'm going to take the Heartbreak Kid.
Do
Shawn
it, yeah.
Michaels.
Oh,
I'm
didn't
taking the
take
he was in
Heartbreak Kid, Shawn
consideration
Michaels.
for mine to
Yeah,
pick.
yeah, he was. The dude is fantastic, and the reason I like him and Triple H, Triple H is leading WWE. Shawn Michaels is leading the next generation of wrestlers in NXT.
Yeah.
Like what Shawn Michaels is able to do again as a heel and as like his match with Ric Flair, like that match will forever live in my head. Like it's where he says, "I love you."
Yep.
Hits him with the sweet chin music
Yes.
and retires Ric Flair from wrestling. Like it's the passing of the torch. And even though Shawn Michaels didn't have that much left in the tank anyway, but like Shawn Michaels was a legend, dude. I love Shawn Michaels, the sweet chin music, the elbow off the top rope. I mean, the dude is awesome. He's another one of those guys that is one of the few to ever win a WrestleMania twice. I mean, he's the showstopper. He's the heartbreak kid. I love it, man. Shawn Michaels is a generational talent. The dude stretched across multiple
my God,
multiple decades of wrestling.
Do you remember whenever he would try and count in the corner with the stomps to get to like a certain number?
Yes.
Did you ever see him get to the number he wanted to get to?
No, I did not.
I never did either. I always wondered what was going to happen.
Yeah, I never saw that, but I did see him deliver many a sweet chin music on people.
Oh yeah,
I've delivered many a sweet chin music on pillows in my room.
Yes, while slapping the leg to make the kick sound.
D-Generation X.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
The suck it, dude.
Yes. And I now have D-Generation X.
You do. That's a great duo to start your draft with.
Absolutely.
I did not take him. He was the other person I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted you to have them together. That's
Thank
how
you.
much I love them too. Yeah. Yeah.
Mine is Booyaka Booyaka, Rey Mysterio.
Nice.
Definitely going him here. I mean, 619 is maybe my favorite move ever. Like that's just
so cool.
Like that's just one of my favorite things ever.
Freaking Dom uses it now.
Oh, I freaked out whenever I was at Shreveport, and I'm like, Dom's doing it. Like,
Dom did it. Dom
yes.
did it.
Everybody's just booing.
Clay standing up applauding.
Yeah, like I love this as a kid. But I mean, Ray with all his masks, like he was whenever, especially as a kid, never knowing what the man's going to be wearing, like just and action figures that I collected, like that was an easy way to know, do I have this one? He's got this mask on. Like he was just so fun.
He's a legend.
Yeah, absolutely. And
especially when he beat the Big
Show.
That
he's still fighting. I don't like his eyes. I don't know what's happening there.
Wearing contact.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah, I don't like the contacts. It's weird.
But yeah, I saw the promo graphic, and I'm like, why does he have those in? But Rey Mysterio is a legend. My next pick. Now it gets a little bit tougher. I think I'm gonna go Edge.
Solid pick.
I think I'm gonna go Edge.
Great entrance.
Greatest heel ever. I'll say that.
Yes, and you still kind of cheered for him at the same time.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean he
hated sex with Lita on stage. I mean, in the ring.
Yes,
it's crazy.
Yeah, Edge though, I mean, just another great wrestler, and was always good, always dependable. Like I loved everything about him, and yeah, even though he was not a good guy, I mean, and I'm 6 watching him, but I still never really hated him. I'm gonna go Edge.
Great pick. My next pick here. I'm glad I took Shawn Michaels in the round before, and I now know that this guy is going to be available to me here, and I'm so excited. If I wasn't cheering for John Cena growing up, I was cheering for Randy Orton, the Viper man. Like Randy Orton, like growing up, that was my mom's favorite wrestler because she always thought he was hot. But like Randy Orton, the dude was like, he's the youngest world heavyweight champion ever. Got to start like right off the bat. And like, of course he's in that same legacy family as Cowboy Bob Orton and the Rhodes. Like obviously it's all there together, but Randy Orton made a name for himself. Like he became the youngest world champion and defended off the members of Evolution. Evolution at this time was Randy Orton, it was Randy Orton, Ric Flair, Batista, and Triple H. And they were the Judgment Day before Judgment Day was a thing. And for him to be the youngest guy in that group, and for him to be the guy to win the gold, and then for all 3 of those guys to turn on him, and then make his own name for himself as a face, switching up from heel to face at the age of 24, the dude killed it. And
I watched that video the other day.
Do what?
I watched that video the other day
where the Batista drops him.
Yes, like he's like here,
and then boom,
and he goes down.
It's all so it's awesome. And Randy Orton's still out there making a name for himself.
Phenomenal shape, man.
God, yes.
God, yes. He's like 40 something.
Arguably the best finisher of all time. He can hit it anywhere. He can sneak up on you and hit it
out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, man. It literally is out of nowhere. You never know when he's going to hit an RKO. People falling off the top of the freaking chamber, people falling off the top of the steel cage, people like him getting curb stomped. Like that's the best one in my opinion. That's the best RKO of all time. Is Seth Rollins about to curb stomp his ass, and he throws him up into the air off of his head, catches him, boom, and he even sits there and he goes, "Hell yeah!" Like he's that pumped up about it. He knows he's awesome. So give me Randy Orton in the
I think I
third
saw it on
round.
TikTok the other day too. So I'd never seen that. It's freaking crazy, dude.
I got 3 out of the top 4 guys on my board. I'm living life right
Yeah, but
now.
I got John Cena.
Yes,
You did get John Cena. So. And John Cena never loses.
Everybody.
So. Chance, go ahead.
I'm going to go with Mr. Y2K himself.
Nice. Solid.
Chris Jericho.
Yep.
He has probably, besides the Swanton Bomb, he's got one of my favorite finishers with the line salt. Ain't that the name of it?
The line salt. Yeah.
Whenever he jumps from the middle of the mid rope and does the Tiffy Tom flip, basically, to the middle of the ring. Dude, it's so freaking cool. I don't know how he does it. But you told me he's like Mr. AEW now. Basically.
He's big time AEW. But I mean, he made AEW himself. Like he was the first star to really go over to AEW from WWE.
Was that after he left Japan?
Yeah.
I remember following along about the whole Tokyo Dome crap and all that junk.
Yeah, but Chris Jericho, I can respect him, and plus, the song Judas by his band Fozzy. Fozzy's been rocking out since like 2000 WWE era.
Yes,
so
love him. I remember when he came back too, and they had the whole Codebreaker thing.
Codebreaker was sick.
Yeah, freaking.
I've hit the walls of Jericho so many times with my pillow, it's never tapped out.
Do you remember when John Cena was in the Syracuse jersey? He got selected to Raw. He did the "You Can't See Me" with his middle finger.
Yeah,
on freaking Raw. Dude, I have a vivid memory of watching that at our old house up the road.
Yeah,
and I was like probably 9 or 10 or something like that, and I was thinking it'd be so cool if he did the bird right here and just went back and forth. And he freaking did it. And I was like so excited. My mom was so pissed, so pissed. She's like, "What are we watching?" And
that's how my mom felt whenever the Divas had the bra and panties matches. I for sure thought that I was never going to be able to watch
Wilson and all.
again.
Candice Michelle started doing porn and stuff.
Yeah, all the wait, what? I don't remember that.
She did Playboy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I thought
she did Playboy
videos.
No, she did Playboy. Remember, and they like debuted her whole freaking cover.
Yeah,
in the ring. I was like, "What? What is
like,
this?"
Is
I was
weird.
like, 9. You know,
but I'm
crazy.
like, I'm a fan.
And I was like, "Hey, you go, Candice. She got a belt too. I wonder why." Shut up, Vince.
Shut up.
I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Give me the American Nightmare. Yeah, I got to.
Solid.
I'm shocked you waited this long.
I
Great
needed,
value in the 4th round.
I needed Undertaker and Hardy. And then Jericho, I've had a longer love for than Cody, so I took him ahead of him right then. So we've already talked enough about Cody. I love that man.
I'm hoping I have 3 guys I want to take right here. Obviously I can't take them all, but I'm going to take one of the new age guys. I'm going to take one of the new age guys because I think Clay will take him because I think he's right in that era all when we were like really invested into wrestling. He's a guy that's great on the mic. He's another guy that changed up his character from being like this straight-edged razor to being just phenomenal on the mic. And you already know what I'm talking about. It's CM Punk. Yeah. I got to take CM Punk here.
I was not a Punk guy.
I love CM Punk.
Never been.
CM Punk was fantastic.
When ECW.
When he went to ECW and then we'd go to WWE. I mean, the dude was great.
UFC.
We're not gonna talk about that, but but the whole pipe bomb thing, like he spoke his mind and he was speaking the truth. Like Vince sucked.
He really was.
And then for him to go off, do his own thing, and then come back because people still loved him that much. Like that's how great of a wrestler he was and how much impact he had. So give me Mr. Chicago himself. Give me the Punk.
And that was like the same thing with like Randy for me growing up. I wasn't a big Randy guy because you weren't supposed to be, because of evolution and all that. Right. But looking back, I would probably respect it a lot more now if I'd have seen it. Because, I respect the hell out of the Judgment Day. I think what they're doing is phenomenal. And like you said, I think that's just a newer, modern version of evolution.
Yeah.
So, Clay,
I'm gonna go with the first dead person. I'm gonna go Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, that was the one I was hoping would be
Yeah,
there. Damn
I'm
it.
gonna go Eddie.
I was getting him
You'd have
this
taken
round,
Eddie.
so.
I didn't know you weren't a CM Punk guy. Else I would have
Not
taken Eddie.
not a Punk guy, but I loved Eddie. I mean, I
Viva la
definitely remember whenever he died, and God,
For
the entrance for him is just one of my favorites. Like I
Comes
love
out of
loved
the damn car and
yes,
the hydraulics.
exactly.
God, yes.
Like I loved that.
Whenever him and Ray would be a tag team and they'd ride out there
Yes.
together in it, so cool.
That whole little family. I mean, I loved all of his little storyline, and yeah, I'll take Eddie here.
That's a good pick. Damn it.
I'm going again, and I'm gonna keep it in the family again. I'm gonna go Kane. I'm gonna go Kane.
Nice.
I'm taking a lot of family members here. Kane is just, I mean,
Who's
he's a mayor.
member of
He's a family member of
Undertaker, right?
Yeah, Brothers of Destruction.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's another person that is in a family.
I mean, you said family member. I'm thinking Chavo.
Oh no, not of Eddie. No, I'm talking about
Kano Guerrero.
No. This is another person on my list that is in a WWE family.
Dude, my list
big.
is.
You know, he's the governor of a town in or the mayor of Tennessee or something.
But I mean, who didn't love Kane and like the mask and talking about a person that went through so many different appearances but was always great. Like I loved him, and very intimidating as well. Like I was actually scared of him as a kid.
Dude, he was in a movie called See No Evil.
So good.
Yeah.
Dude, terrified me.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Condemned with Stone Cold?
Have not.
The Condemned is a legitimately good movie. It's really good. It's got Louis Litt from Suits in it as like just like a basic dude.
Yeah.
He's like working on the camera.
The Condemned was very good.
Really good movie. You need to watch that.
My next pick here, I'm gonna go ahead and take because I think Chance is gonna grab him, and I don't think he's gonna be around by my next pick. I'm gonna take Kofi Kingston.
I don't like Kofi.
That's fun. I like it.
Don't like Kofi?
I did not like him a lot growing up.
Dude, how do you not like Kofi Kingston?
I don't know, man.
Kofi Kingston's phenomenal. Great athlete, big time flyer. Him at WrestleMania, him at the Royal Rumble always had something awesome. Would like walk on his hands if he was going to get eliminated. Would jump off the side of the ring and land in the crowd, like up on the wall and stuff. When New Day was out there, he'd fall onto New Day like on their shoulders and stuff, and then put him back in the ring. Like Kofi Kingston's a phenomenal talent, and his moment at WrestleMania is what Drew deserves because it was like, oh, he's finally getting this push as a single guy, and so that moment at WrestleMania, Kofi Mania was fantastic. But you know, Vince being the person that he is, made him lose to Brock Lesnar like the next week. So
yeah, Kofi became a big thing right as I was stopping watching. I think because he was like right at early 2010s, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like that's whenever he really popped off. But he was always fun, of course.
Funniest moment probably since I started watching again. CM Punk runs into Kofi Kingston backstage. Oh,
I know what you're talking. Yeah,
I thought you were Jamaican. Oh, you're not Jamaican no more.
I'm not Jamaican anymore. I lost that. Oh.
Hilarious.
Well, then the video of all the Raw guys in the ring. I can't remember what it was, but Kofi's in there and he gives off his ideas like, guys, what we have to do. And then Triple H goes, whoa, 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 whoa. I thought you were Jamaican. What happened to your accent? And Kofi's just standing like, oh shit, I forgot to do it.
All right. I'll be taking Booker T.
Solid pick.
I love Booker T growing up. The Spinaroonie. Absolutely. So freaking cool he'd hit that. I ain't got a whole lot to say about
we were
him.
just in Lafayette with him.
Yeah, we saw him at a Comic-Con, and I wasn't gonna pay money to meet him because I'm 30. But
so there's plenty of 30-year-olds there with belts. But, I mean, yeah, Booker T was a legend, of course.
Yeah.
Next, is it you double?
Next, I'll take Batista.
Wow. Damn it, that's where I was going next.
Love the Batista bomb, even though it was just
that's a couple picks that
bomb.
I like no, but I haven't had these on my list, so I might be able to go my full list without.
You didn't have Batista?
I didn't. Never loved Batista, and I think it's because I don't love him as an actor now that's making me.
That's fair.
Like him less. I don't like his character Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy. almost ruined the movies for me. But yeah, I think that might, he just has a bad taste in my mouth now. The freaking, what was the Knock at the Cabin or something that he did recently?
I mean, he was in
didn't like it.
He was in the sequel to Knives Out, right?
Yeah,
his and Glass Onion.
Yep, not
Sarah
good.
Cameron.
He's just
Sarah
not
Cameron
funny.
was his girlfriend.
She's hot.
You an Outer Banks guy?
Outer Banks, yeah, I like Outer Banks.
Sarah Cameron.
Madeline Klein.
Yes,
she's hot.
Yes, she is.
She's 10 out of 10, 5 stars.
Yeah.
Man. Like, yeah,
she's with Pete Davidson now.
Allegedly, yeah.
That dude's a legend.
Dude, gross. Dude, what does Pete Davidson have?
Everything.
A lot.
Jesus.
Long.
And he's funny.
Yeah.
He is funny.
I mean,
funny.
Kim K, like the
Ariana Grande,
Emily Ratajkowski or whatever her name is.
He's got an impressive resume.
Oh, incredible.
Ariana Grande about killed herself after him.
Yeah.
Like Mac Miller did kill himself.
Mac did, yeah.
Hey, he did, yeah. He made another dude kill himself over a chick he was tapping. Like, that's crazy.
Jesus.
Good for Pete.
R.I.P. Mac though. I think I'm gonna stay true to my board here. As much as I don't, I'm gonna stay true to my board. Because I think I can get this next guy in the.
How many picks we got left?
This is round 6.
So that means 5.
5 rounds.
I have 5 people left on my board.
Okay, cool.
So
I'll have 6 rounds.
I had a big board.
Wait, you said there's something wrong with that math over there.
We're on round.
How many picks do I have on my roster?
You have 5.
Okay, so we have 5 picks left. So you have 4 left.
Blake, Sean, Punk.
Yeah, I'm just saying
Kofi.
I have 6 left on my board.
Oh, on your board. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Okay.
I'm running into some issues.
This is my 6th pick here.
What you got?
Right. I'm gonna stay true to my board. I'm gonna take Seth Rollins. I think the character that he is absolutely, where he started as the Shield to where he's at now, he went in that span of being a face to being a heel and then transitioned himself back into a face. I mean, if you can do that in the WWE, you're phenomenal. The crowd loves you. He's had solid championship runs. The run that he's had right now, while it has been kind of mid, he's been a working man's champion. He's done everything that Roman hasn't. So I'm going to take Seth Rollins here. I think he's definitely a new age guy, but I love him. I think he's great for WWE.
Yeah, I mean he's a big name that needed to be drafted.
Yeah, I agree.
So I have 5 picks left, correct? I'm trying to just look at my list and see. I want to make sure I get some of these people I love. I'm gonna go with a legend here. Might be the oldest pick we've got, Mick Foley. I mean,
I had him on my list. Yep.
He fought while we watched.
Yeah. I mean, he absolutely
he fought Edge, right? Edge put him through a
dude,
table.
he
got
made it
thrown
all
off
in,
the top of a
2010s.
freaking cage.
Yeah.
Like the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yet again, it was Mick Foley, Cactus Jack, and then
Mankind, Dude Love,
Dude Love. Like he changed so many personas, and
he was
still
great
lovable.
as all of them.
Yeah,
and like
my favorite Royal Rumble is when he came out as all 4 of them.
Yes,
hilarious. He was 4 of the 30 inches.
Yeah.
It's always funny when people are on Twitter like, "What's one thing you would show people to make them start watching WWE?"
Hell in a Cell.
Show Undertaker throwing that bastard off that cage.
True.
Literally.
And he didn't want to end anything. He wanted to keep going.
Yeah.
I watched. Nick was like, "Yeah, I'm good."
When me and Hunter were going to Tennessee, I think in
Undertaker
December,
thought he was dead.
And God, Jim Ross was screaming.
My God,
he killed him.
He killed a man. Yeah, we were going to Tennessee, and we were like looking at what events were around the Nashville area, and Mick Foley's doing stand up one night. Like, I would love to go to that. Then I showed Hunter the video. I'm like, this man got thrown off of a freaking sail,
but it's fake.
No, I mean that's absolutely real.
By the way, if y'all didn't know,
really
huge. Like, is on his like, go check his Twitter out. He is like public. Like, he is out there on Twitter calling Donald Trump an MFer, like saying that Biden is
he's
the
a
best
Mick
thing
Foley.
for America. Oh yeah, Mick Foley. Dude is big time.
That's
Democrat.
funny. That's funny. Is that one pick for me? I have another one.
It's one.
Let's go Mankind. No. I'm gonna go. This is tough. I'm gonna go the Big Show.
Solid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go the Big Show. He needed to be picked. Yeah, he was always fun. And John Cena like picked him up. That was insane.
That I think that defined John Cena's like character arc, right? Or character
Yeah.
arc, right?
Yeah, that got him started. The FU
Absolutely.
with him.
Like, because I mean, no one could pick that man up, and then John Cena did. What was the weight of him at that time?
500.
500 something.
Jesus.
7 feet tall, 500 pounds.
Yep.
Insane.
Stepped over the top rope.
John Cena.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll go Big Show.
Solid pick.
Remember when Floyd Money Mayweather knocked him out cold in the ring?
Yeah.
Forgot about that. I'm gonna go. I'm glad this guy's still available. He's the next guy on my board too. But I'm gonna go Mr. RVD, Rob Van Dam.
I liked him too.
I love Rob Van Dam, man. He was the high flyer before Kofi. Kofi Kingston and RVD in a match, I think, would be a dream matchup. RVD loves to smoke weed, by the way. I don't know if y'all know that, but
that does not shock me.
The dude in like ECW, all the crazy stunts he would do. Like when ECW was its own thing, like RVD was like, screw it, I'll take it and run with it. And then had his own run in the WWE. And then when ECW came back, it's like the Tuesday show before NXT was a thing. Because he had Brawl on Mondays, ECW on Tuesday, SmackDown on Fridays.
Yep.
And he was doing his own thing on Tuesdays.
On the Sci-Fi channel.
Like, on the Sci-Fi channel, yes. And so RVD, and then the match when John Cena went to ECW One Night Stand, that is like one of the best matches I've ever seen. That whole crowd was against John Cena. Yep. Every single person in that building is the one night, I think, when John Cena was absolutely hated. Like nobody loved John Cena that night.
Fan.
Yes. Like, it was awesome. It was Rob Van Dam in the crowd versus John Cena. John Cena took his shirt off, threw it in the crowd. They threw it back at him. He threw it back out there, threw it back again. And he tells the ref, he's like, "What do I do?" And the ref's like, "I don't know. You're screwed, buddy." Yeah. So yeah, give me RVD.
I'll go with another legend. I'm going Ric Flair. He's got to be taken.
All right, I was about to say, is Hulk Hogan getting drafted?
No,
he's not on my list because I didn't
watch
grow
him.
up. I mean, I didn't grow up watching him.
I mean, I could just take him at the end for value pick.
You could. It'd be hell of a value in the 10th round.
Yeah. Hulk Hogan,
Ric Flair,
absolutely.
Great 30 for 30. ESPN did on him.
A lot of cocaine,
a lot of drugs,
wheeling dealing.
We've seen him in person.
We have seen him
at the Nashville, thing. He walked out and did a woo, and everybody else did a woo. So that was electric.
I hate the actor that portrayed him in the Iron Claw.
Yeah, that was a little bit off. It's a great pick. I mean, it's Ric freaking Flair.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. It is what it is.
LA Knight?
No. What was Chris Benoit's nickname? Cerebral Assassin.
The Cerebral Assassin, yeah.
Yes, I'll take the Cerebral Assassin.
We'll take Chris Benoit.
Give me Chris Benoit, the wrestler.
We put a weight machine as the graphic.
Next. He's a phenomenal wrestler.
Phenomenal wrestler. Terrible situation. Terrible situation. Phenomenal wrestler.
Separate the man from the work.
Yes.
That's what I have to say about Kanye when I say he's my favorite artist.
Right. For my next pick here, I don't know. This seems a little ticky-tacky. Can I take a version of a guy? Like, because I have AJ Styles, but the TNA version.
Yeah,
I have it in parentheses because AJ Styles in TNA versus AJ Styles in WWE, it doesn't compare.
Okay, yeah,
that's fine with me.
So I'm going to take AJ Styles, but the TNA version because he was much better. He's a lot more of an athlete.
And that's totally different. Like that's acceptable. If it was like two different versions of him in the WWE, I would say no. But I mean,
that's fair. Yeah,
yeah, in different federations, and absolutely.
Yeah, I want AJ Styles in TNA.
2 picks left.
You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 3 picks.
Okay, cool. I've got 6 on my board. One of them doesn't even fight. Can I take Jim Ross? Is that even legal?
Ooh, no. Jim Ross has fought matches.
Yes,
yeah, that's
fought a
pick.
match. Yeah.
Could I take him?
That's a great pick.
I'm fine with.
Would that be like? I mean, what is WWE without Jim Ross?
True.
Like, screw Robbie Lawler. It's Jim Ross. Give me Jim Ross.
I'm fine with it.
Great pick. Great pick.
I don't think anyone else on my board's going to get picked. So, but Jim Ross, I mean, that's the voice of wrestling, in my opinion. I hope he's doing well.
He's doing AEW.
Oh, he
He's
is?
doing AEW.
Cool.
Yeah.
Piece of garbage now. You need
Piece
to
of
listen.
garbage
yeah,
now.
you need to listen to Michael Cole.
Michael Cole's the GOAT.
Michael Cole and Pat
Michael
McAfee.
Cole is the
They're
goat.
dynamic on Mondays.
Nah. When I think of wrestling, I literally hear Jim Ross's voice. Like
That's fair.
that's what's in my head. So I mean, it's always Jim. It's always Jim. He's probably like a racist or something.
Oh, deep down.
I would not be shocked. I go again, right?
Yes.
Yeah, crap. I'm gonna get some. I just drafted a person that like literally isn't a fighter. I'm gonna go a woman now. I'm going
first
Tori
diva.
Wilson.
Nice.
I'm
The
going Tori
puppies.
Wilson
The
mainly
puppies.
because she's hot. Do y'all remember her in the American outfit, the bikini?
Yes. Do I?
Incredible.
Dude, she'd always walk out with the two dogs right here, and Jim Ross and the King Jerry the King Lawler. She's got the puppies. Like the 9-year-old in me is like, yeah, she's holding puppies, and my mother's
Poodles.
like, no, they're
She's
talking
holding
about
puppies.
something else, buddy.
Yeah, that she was always my favorite woman. There's another one on my list that I could draft, but I prefer Tori a little bit to her, mainly because of the USA bikini. Never been more patriotic than that moment. All right, what we got next?
7, 8. So this would be my last two picks. Okay. Man, I really want to take a diva now because you took one.
Yeah, you gotta have a diva.
That's who's next is on my board. But there's still two other guys. Like one that I'm really, you know what? I'm kind of upset he hadn't been taken yet. I'll take the diva next because I think Chance is going to take the other person I'm talking about. I'm going to take Kurt Angle.
You can have him.
That's good.
I'll take
That's
Kurt
good.
Angle.
He
Kurt
needs to
Angle
be on
needs to be picked here. Like he's the only guy where he gets absolutely disrespected, like as like a mofo in his song with the "You Suck" chant,
Yeah.
and then people cheer for him all at the same time.
Yeah.
Like even at his Hall of Fame introduction, they're chanting "You suck" as he's getting presented. Like that shows you how much you are over with the crowd. So
Absolutely.
give me Kurt Angle. I hate that he went to no, he didn't go to AEW, but or did he go? No, he didn't go to AEW. But I hate the TNA Kurt Angle, but I'm a big fan of Kurt Angle himself.
Yeah, he was in Shreveport at GeekCon in August,
Yep.
and it was funny because me and Chance we went with intentions of buying like a picture or something because I mean it's freaking Kurt Angle. Like we loved them. We didn't really love him growing up, but we watched him so much growing up, and we get there and we're like, it doesn't even look like him anymore. Like he looks so just like roided out, and his eyes look weird and everything. And like I swear, like a month later, that meme of him where he's like in the yard.
Yes.
That I swear, like a month later, that happens. It's like me and Chance saw that, and we literally didn't buy something because he didn't look like himself. And then he like the whole world's making fun of his image after that. So that was pretty funny.
Right.
But yeah, broke his freaking neck. Shout out Kurt.
Shout out Kurt Angle.
Shout out.
Great
Kurt Angle,
heel.
man.
Great.
The whenever we
Great
went
heel.
to a fight in like Monroe, and I was like 5 or 6 or something. I yelled, "You suck," and my mom got mad at me. She said that's a bad word.
Ed DiBiase Jr. was behind us in the crowd that day.
Really?
Yep. Before he started wrestling and stuff.
That's
My
that's
dad
awesome.
lied to me and said that my dad was a wrestler. Has Chance ever told you that story? So our dad's name is Steve Williams.
Yeah.
And there was a wrestler named Steve Williams in like the 90s, 80s that like was a world champion. So whenever I became a big wrestling fan growing up, Dad was like, "Yeah, I was Steve Williams or whatever." And he told me like he still has his belts; they're in the attic, and I couldn't go up there. So like whenever we went to the fights, Steve Williams comes out, and Dad's like, "Oh crap!"
No way.
Yeah. Dad's like, "Oh crap!"
Damn
like
it.
the one fight that this man comes to Monroe, and he's like 50. Yeah. And Dad's like, I can't lie anymore. He said, He said, I wanted to be in the crowd with you tonight. So they had someone fill in for me. But that was,
That's
awesome. we got lied to for years.
That's
I
awesome.
knew he was lying.
Nah,
Clay didn't.
nah.
I'm kind of scrambling.
Still real to me, damn it.
Yeah.
Give me LA Knight.
See, that's where I thought you were gonna. I'm glad I took Kurt Angle then.
Yeah.
Give me LA Knight. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Such
then
a great pick.
y'all might Y'all tell me if I could do this. Can I take the Dudley brothers?
I don't know who they are.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Can I take them as a tag team?
Yeah, I'll
Bubba
allow
Ray
it.
and Devon.
Yeah, Bubba Ray
new?
and Devon. Yeah.
No, this is from back in the day.
I don't remember them.
Oh, you look them up.
Oh yeah, dude. Like the reason people chant we want tables,
yes.
we want tables is because of them. They would use tables in damn near every match.
Okay.
And they would put somebody through a table every single match.
Why is there's a Wikipedia for Dudley Brothers and Dudley Boys, separate ones.
Were they the Dudley Boys?
It is Dudley Boys, yeah.
Dudley Boys, yeah.
Well, there's Wikipedias for different ones.
Because they
weird.
probably went by both. Give me the Dudley Boys.
Dudley Brothers, I think, has 3 people.
Yeah, it's with Spike as well.
Yeah, it was a Spike Dudley. Yeah.
Nope, 4 people. Bubba Ray, Devon,
Devon,
Little Spike, and Stein Guy.
I don't know Sign Guy.
I don't know Stein Guy.
Give me the Dudley Boys.
And then Dudley Boys
Bubba Ray and Devon.
is Bubba Ray and Devon. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know them. When did they fight? Years active 96 to 2010. So crap, that was
they fought back then. I remember watching them on TV. They'd wear camo vest and like camo cargo pants.
I don't remember them much.
Bubba Ray would wear black glasses with white tape in the middle. Crazy bastard.
Crazy.
They went to TNA. They went to TNA in 2005.
Yep.
So I was 5.
Yeah.
So they were probably at the end of my era. Or whenever I started watching, they weren't WWE at least.
Clay, you were 5 in 2005?
Yeah, I was born in 2000.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought you were only like 1 or 2 years younger than Chance.
No, we got 5 years between us.
Damn.
That's whenever I stopped watching WWE in like 09, 2010 something. Chance is like in high school and like big sports guy. So I'm like, I got to stop watching this fake crap.
He was also trying to be recruited as probably a 5'10".
He was going pro in baseball still.
I was 6 foot 315.
6 foot 315. Yeah.
Oh, not in 2010. That came in 2013. I thought I was going pro in baseball. Thought I was going to work for Sports Center. Never happened.
Hey, shout out to
that
Bryce.
could still happen.
Yeah. Shout out to Bryce Mesh. He just sent me a thing off of Sportsline talking about the Neville job.
Yeah.
And he said, Bo Barton is a shoo-in for the job, personal friends with McCarty, and obviously the most knowledgeable coach alive in Northeast Louisiana. And then somebody says, has Jess applied for the job yet? And then somebody said, Bo Barton. Wow. Next thing you know, someone will say Matt Middleton is getting the job.
There you go. He'll interview, I promise.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Last pick,
Jacob.
My last pick.
Oh, Dudley Boys is your last?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I teased it in the last round. I'm taking Trish Stratus. Stratosphere, Stratisfaction. I mean, she was the Rhea Ripley, the Becky Lynch. Like, she carried the women's division.
She was my other woman
wrestler,
and she had the attractiveness to go with.
And she had the attractiveness. Yes, like she had the boobs, she had the looks, she had the athleticism, she had it all, man. So
yeah,
Trish Stratus, I think, started the diva movement from being just the hot girl and Playboy to wrestler.
It was Trish, Tori, and Lita. Those were the big 3 to me. I preferred Tori, but Trish was the best in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, Trish.
Remember when Edge and Lita had sex in the ring?
Yes.
God, that was great.
Chance is the only feminist one here that didn't draft a woman. He hated women so much he drafted 11 men in 10 rounds.
I did. Sue me.
11 men in 10 rounds.
Yeah. I'm going to go. I've got 3 picks on my list. One is Matt Hardy. I'm not going him. One is the Hurricane, who I almost drafted just because of his theme song.
Dude, you had the Hurricane on your list?
I have the Hurricane on my list.
There's a hurricane coming through.
There's a hurricane coming through. Like,
I
oh
love
my God.
that. That is awesome.
Yeah.
That just made my night.
I'm going to go Gold Dust, though. Gold Dust was...
Solid pick.
Loved Gold
I
Dust.
thought that bastard died, man. I remember praying at my old house. I was crying.
Dude, I love Gold Dust.
Laid on my bed, and I was crying.
The freaking... I mean, this is essentially my second woman pick because I love Gold Dust the most when the wig was out.
Absolutely.
Like, that was... Oh, I loved him. Loved him.
Hey, I tell you what, if you guys ever played any of the WWE 2K games, Gold Dust is a hard son of a bitch to fight against. That dude is relentless. Like, you have him on a computer, you can't win. That is like, you go ask like any of the guys I roomed with in college. That dude is so hard to beat in WWE 2K. Like it's ridiculous.
Is he still in the game now, Chance? Do you play?
I haven't played it since MLB came out.
You played the past couple years though, huh?
I played last year. I don't think he's. I only do the storylines.
Okay.
I don't think he's on it though right now. He might be now since they brought Stardust Cody back, but I'm not sure.
Gold Dust, man, the best. So, you remember Hurricane though?
Oh,
the Hurricane.
Dude, the Hurricane was fantastic. When do you remember the 24/7 championship?
I don't think so.
So the 24/7 championship was literally a belt that you could win anytime, any show, whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I do.
And I remember when, like, one of the funniest moments is the Hurricane won the belt, and he had the sidekick who was the woman. I can't remember her name, but had the sidekick who was the woman, and he did his whole little "there's a hurricane coming," and he did like his fist up in the air and turned around real quick. And as he was doing his spin, this girl, like from behind her back, grabs a cast iron skillet and wraps him upside the head with it. And he falls to the ground. She pins him 1, 2, 3, and he doesn't have a sidekick anymore. Like I remember him getting smacked in the face by a cast iron skillet and falling to the ground and losing the championship. Hurricane was fantastic.
And when I was looking through this list, going to another theme song, I saw Test. I
with
looked
the heartbeat.
I looked up Test theme song. It's not what I thought it was.
It's time to take a test, or whatever.
Whose theme song is that? Because it's not Test. It's time to take a test. I thought that was it, but it's not. Unless it's like a minute into the song and I didn't listen to it the whole way. But whenever I saw Test, I immediately thought it's time to take a test. Like I thought that was the theme song, but it didn't play like that. So we just did this draft without The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin,
Ultimate Warrior, Andre the Giant,
Hulk Hogan, Brock Lesnar.
I think we should have said before we started that these are people that we watched.
Yeah. Who else did we miss?
That's the big ones.
Yeah.
I didn't have Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Or I had Roman Reigns on my list. I had Jey Uso. Had Sami Zayn. Had
Drew
Becky
McIntyre.
Lynch, had Matt Hardy.
Yeah, Matt Hardy was one of my last ones left.
The last older guy that I had on my list, Mark Henry.
Mark Henry. Yeah.
Mark Henry was great.
Carlito. I loved Carlito.
I love Carlito.
Umaga.
He's on my list.
Umaga. Did Umaga die?
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Great Khali was a good
Great
heel.
Khali, yes.
Punjabi prison
Great
match.
Khali was great. That was the worst match in the history of the WWE. I had Braun Breaker and Montez Ford on my list.
Braun's gonna be a star.
Braun's gonna be a dude, man.
Mm-hmm.
This was fun.
I enjoyed it.
Braun Breaker is gonna be Brock Lesnar without all the fetishes.
Correct. or like his Uncle Scott.
Right.
Yeah. Scott Steiner was cool too.
Scott Steiner was awesome.
Anything else?
Nope. I need to get home.
All right.
This is awesome. I can't wait for this weekend.
I'm so excited.